Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Highlight the last n rows using conditional formatting. We've experimented with this. The challenge here is a couple. One, we have a lot of moving parts. Two, it's conditional formatting. Three, it's getting the final output. Here, we're going to have a date. Not relevant. We're just trying to find the last n rows based on whatever our requirement is. Here we want the last, and this is F9. F9, we can show 7. Notice, this is conditional formatting. What we're going to do is we're going to take this formula over here and we're going to put it into conditional format. And if it's correct, it'll do its job. We have a couple name ranges. Golf 489, B5 to D11. Where are we planting our flag? Right here, B5. I say that early, but I'll show you what I'm talking about. Rows 489, right here. Also critical. Here is what conditional formatting is looking at. It's looking for trues. Let's take a spin. Let's see if we can figure this one out. We have this rows, index, row. If you don't recall, I'm just going to point out how this sort of works. I just took this formula and I put it up here. And then I broke this thing down piece by piece. Row, what does row do? Row returns the row number of cell reference. Here we are. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row, index. Remember, we're trying to input a relative row using index. Here, we're using index as a starting point. You remember I said we have to plant our flag? Here, row, golf, 489. Row, golf, 489. Golf 489 is going to be, it's B5 to D15. And row is going to just pick up row 5. Row 1, column 1. A reference is this god-awfully looking thing. And the way index looks at it is, let's see if we can get some output here. I doubt if this will work. F9. You see, index is just picking up, it's going to pick up the first. That's the responsibility. That's where you plant your flag. Here is our reference or our array. And row is saying row and just picking row 5. Copy this down. It's a fixed number. We can do this in a couple of different ways. This is just a nice, well, something different. We have row minus index row 1, 1. 5 minus 5, remember, look here, plus 1 is going to give us 1. This row up to the greater than sign, the first row, second row, third row. It cranks out relative rows. Then we go over to rows, golf 489. Notice the difference between row and rows. It's important. Rows counts the array. It's just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a fixed number because it's not going to change. It's our array. The second argument, minus rows 489. What's 489? 489 is L5. Another fixed number. 11 minus 7, 4. What's the argument here? Is 1 greater than 4? False. So on and so forth. So here's what it looks like. We're getting trues and falses. Hit F9. It picks up to 3. Everything else is false. Is 8 greater than 8? No. Is 9 greater than 8? Yes. 10 greater. Here is just a short narrative. I think my explanation probably in my map might be helpful. And then in terms of inputting this, here's the drill, conditional format. You want to grab the formula, grab your formula, copy, escape, highlight your range, go to conditional formatting, go to new rule, go to use a formula, paste it in, and then whatever color you want, cancel. I have it already in place, as you can see, and then manage rules. Here, all I was doing was experimenting with some other ways to do this. You could use this formula here. It's going to do the exact same thing. And then the other version, and what I did, so it's not active, I just put a space, but you can see what happens when conditional formatting starts driving the train. You can see it kept this equal sign. It also put quotes around. So to activate this thing, you have to delete this stuff. And remember, you can't use your arrow to move around in here. Once you're in here, you're going to have to manually delete that. You can't copy and move this space bar. You'll see, cancel, and then this is active. And you can go down and just click it and hit edit rule. You can see there's no breaks, there's no duplicate equal signs, and no unnecessary quotes. There you go. This one may take a little bit to think through. Walk through the map. Practice makes perfect, especially when you see complexity like this. Break it down until you can visualize it. Brad Williams, Excel Prime.